good evening, happy Tuesday, welcome to camp. We are here with some Friday the 13th race percent practice. Hey Vegas, welcome in, thanks for the good luck, hope your Tuesday's going well. So yeah, we've got a very nice, very exciting community event coming up on the BestOfNES Twitch channel Friday night, Friday the 13th, starting around 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So go follow BestOfNES on Twitch if you haven't already. We'll be doing a community kill event where we're trying to avenge every single kill that Jason's had in the movies, plus a couple extra. We did 69 as a group last year, and this time we're going for 169 combined as a community. So it'll probably be quite a bit of Friday the 13th speedruns, which is awesome. And yeah, I think I'll be helping out with commentary on that. I believe Zarkanis is doing comms as well, from my understanding. So yeah, it's gonna be a great time. Might throw some 3-packs in there. Lots of interesting stuff we can do with it. So I figured, why not derust this a little bit now? And just see how many kills I can do, kind of average that out. Let's move that over a little bit, it doesn't look like it's centered right. There, so yeah, let's get started, see how this goes. It's been forever since I actually did a speedrun of this. But I'm very, I mean, my speedruns can be, I tend to have a lot of issues with the mash. And that was a terrible zombie spawn. Knife was good, though. See if I even remember this. I did turn off the, what's it called? The in-game menu, so I won't be loading save states. Because that was an issue I had. I'd load save states trying to, like, go up and down and pick up items. Hey Atma, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. Let's see, I mean, I had a little issue there getting into that cabin. That wasn't great, but... Probably shouldn't have jumped into that zombie either, but... Ooh, torch timer is a minute even, and that's with... The game, it's, I believe, 6 frames. It doesn't load. I mean, it stops the timer every time you transition between a screen. So it's actually well over a minute. That was 7. Whoops. That was close. Alright, we're fine. Yep, with prepping for on the BestOfNES Twitch channel on Friday, we're doing a community kill event where we see how many, like everyone that's playing is gonna try to, as a group, kill Jason 169 times. And I figured I should probably get a little bit of practice on this. That was a 10 spot, really nice. Okay, so we got a guaranteed 3 cycle coming up here. So that was good. I mean, I know I'm not going to get a PB. On this, my best time was on the in-game timer, 2:48 and I think 17 frames. And I'm not going to come anywhere close to that, but... If I can get consistently under the 3, even on this, it's really, if you get under 3 minutes on the in-game timer, it's really about 3:05. I should have another 3 cycle here. 255.50, that's not bad. So that is number 1. Yeah, we don't want to kill the, well, Jason wants to kill the community. He's definitely not a big fan of that. That was really nice though. sub 3 on my first run, actual speedrun attempt of this in months. That was actually not a bad knife either. I wonder if I should keep track of how many times well, granted, in the setting where we're doing the kill event, it's not like I'll be I guess, no, even if I reset, I'll probably just play it out anyway. And I have no problem switching to another counselor. That was really sloppy. Wow. And like, if Jason bolts or something on day 2, I'll just go to the lake. Not like that's that big of a problem. That still saves you about a minute. I timed it out, and if you go to the lake, you end up still saving about a minute than if you start over. That's kind of like the only advantage I have in tournament settings, is if Jason bolts on day 2, a lot of people would end up resetting that, but I just go to the lake. Because I have no life and went overboard on cabin fight practice. Oh, I almost got rid of the lag. There we go. 144 on the in-game timer. That's not bad. That's bad, though. That's not the right counselor. We gotta move. Got him. Hey, Joe, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Thanks for the good luck. Got him again. Okay. Alright, that one I knew he was gonna run. We didn't have the 3 cycle, but we were ready for it. So this is a 4 cycle. Gotta remember what is his... Oh, geez, it's been so long. What is... Okay, on the 3 cycle, he appears early and we just go to the right. No, this is right. I'm like, wait, where am I going? Hopefully I didn't lose him now. I'm so mixed up. Okay, good, we got him. It's 8. That was 10. Got him. So that wasn't not the greatest time, but still counts. Alright, so that is 2 kills. Both right around the 3-minute mark. My goal is about 3 minutes around. Probably more like closer to 3:10. Because there's so many things like RNG for knife spawns and zombies and keys. There's a lot of stuff you really can't control in this run. Yeah, it's kind of weird not just getting in Jason's face and mashing. Hey, Steven, welcome in. Thanks for the good luck. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. Steven, were you, have you heard about the community event on Friday? A bunch of us are doing a community kill event, trying to kill Jason 169 times as a group. And you speedrun this if you're interested in joining us. We're all gonna just sit there and run race percent until the whole group kills him a total of 169 times. And people are popping in and out, so it's not like you have to be there at a set time. Yeah, it's BestOfNES. I don't know if you're familiar with BestOfNES. They run the Big 20. It'll be starting on their channel about 7:30 Eastern time. Holy crap, yeah, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Much appreciated. Enjoy the Crispin Glover dance. Jeez, I almost that's... Wait, no, that's right. I was so confused for a second. Like, why am I Debbie? But yeah, if you're interested, I can let Giants know. And we can, yeah, just hop on whenever you're able. There's I can send you, are you on Discord at all? Are you in the Friday Discord? Ooh, that's gonna be tight. Okay, good, still got him. Oh, that was close. Okay, Looking for Giants posted a link to the Google Doc in there, where we're all keeping track of our runs, and she's got like the times and everything like that. So yeah, if you're interested, just mention that your game, and the more people we have, the more likely it'll be that we can get to our goal. And even if you only have time to do like even if it's only an hour and you still want to hop on, that's perfectly fine. Get back here. Alright, that is 3. We got 3 days until Friday the 13th. One of the greatest days of the year. I'm surprised I'm not more rusty with this. Wait, did I miss one of those? Ooh, that's first poop knife of the night. Alright. See how many of these I can go without Jason bolting on day 2. Alright, good key to make up for that horrible knife. I think like Bedwa, PGH, Cheese might be joining us. Coconut, Giants, Zarkanis and I are doing comms. This is the wrong way. I don't know, Giants might be doing some comms too, or she might be keeping track of everything on the spread. She made this awesome spreadsheet where it basically, the people that are playing just enter their however many kills they have, and it'll basically mark off a victim of Jason's that they've avenged, or Pamela's. Seven. Whoops. Well, I know PGH Guitar Guy did 69 by himself before we even started, because last year our community goal was just 69, and PGH did that by himself before the rest of us even started, and then he came on after that to help us finish out. So he did like 80 by himself alone last time. Okay, gotta get on him there. That was 9. Uh-oh. That's not good. Okay, good. Caught up to him. Hey Cherokee, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. Yeah, if you have any questions, Steven, definitely let me know. I'll answer what I can. Otherwise, you can ask Giants too. She's on the BestOfNES staff, so she'll know quite a bit about what's going on. Definitely more than I do. This is all kind of her idea too, which is, it's awesome. I'm glad we're doing something else for Friday the 13th again. No. Okay, wow. That was a 4 cycle and with the woods, and that was still a 304. Basically, it's just there's a on the spreadsheet, you'll make a tab for yourself, and I think you'll just mark it down when you finish one. Or you can just mark them down, like just make a note of how many times you've done and just put like 10 at the end or whatever. For this, I never grinded world record. My mash is not, whoops. My mash is not good enough to get a record time in this game. My goal was under 255, and my time was like, my PB was like 254.967 or something like that. I think I barely squeaked under the 255 mark. Which, I mean, is awesome. At one point, that was, I think, 3rd place, and now it's down to 6th. So I love the fact that we've got so many really good, consistent runners on this. Let's see. Not counting it was about 5 minutes after I went live where I actually started runs. So right now we're going about 1 every 4 minutes. Well, it's round up, so that's about 15 an hour. We might be even throwing in some, I don't know if you're familiar with the race percent 3-packs. Basically, you just do 3 in a row as quickly as possible. You finish the game, you reset, you restart right away, and you just try to do 3 in a row as fast as you can. And those will really knock out the time quick. Well, I mean, it's still 3 runs in a row, but... No, like, there's not going to be any pause. People are just going to be resetting and going, so that'll be fun. Those always get really chaotic, too. Because, like, if one person has, like, if you're doing a race on 3-packs, if one person ends up having to reset because of something, like Jason bolts or whatever, someone dies, that can completely turn around who ends up winning the 3-pack. That's not good. Oh, he's gone. Oh no, got him. We're not even gonna try. That's 777. That is not good. Yeah, I love the fact that, like, they have a note chain. Like, there's so much in this game that they did that just was so ahead of its time that unfortunately, like, people just didn't realize. Like the note chains in the woods. For a game like this, there's so many different secrets. Nine, good, good, good. Ten, okay, perfect. We got a 3 cycle. There we go, number 5. Chasing black bears? That sounds kind of horrifying. Yeah, the wolf sound is really neat. Now that, like, if I'm not doing a hitless run, I don't mind going into the woods then. But if I'm trying to do something hitless, I will go out of my way to avoid the wolves. They're so difficult to deal with. Yeah, just the mechanics they used for the fight to the death, too. 7 bars of health are left, or 1 or 2 counselors left. You'd think, like, oh, maybe it'll just be 1 counselor left. But no, it's 1 or 2, and I really like that. Because that forces people to, like, you can't rely on one person too heavily because they could get stuck or the other, and it's just so many little things they did in this game worked out so well, but it all comes down to the fact that they didn't explain it at all. Like, I still think the reason this game was so poorly received was just because it's so confusing. 7. 7. Oh no. That was my fault. Mark's got such a terrible throwing arm, and I was trying to shave off like a 1/10 of a second by getting that throw in early, and then it cost me. Now that's not an issue with Chrissy. I still remember as a kid when I thought he teleported all over the map and he didn't have a set route. Like, going into a cabin just thinking everything's fine and then seeing Jason in there was like one of those make your heart skip a beat moments. Okay, had to be careful there. I wanted to run after him right away, but I also didn't want to have Chrissy get, like, run right into him. There we go. I was gonna say, I was watching my health bar while I mashed, because if I took one more hit, I was gonna have to try to avoid getting touched. Let's see, that was a 4 cycle again. He's been a lot nicer on day 3 in terms of charging. Missed. That was 8. Alright, and we're gonna have to go over here. He's in that large cabin. Now we'll come out over here. So not great, but still, he didn't bolt on day 2. That's the important thing. I would love to see what... I want to see that graveyard. If I ever learn coding to the point where I can do my own mods, I would definitely try to figure out something cool to do with the graveyard and add the graveyard back in. That is a terrible knife. I don't like it. That knife was horrible. Alright, skimmed the key. Very good. Got a 42 left on the timer entry into the lake to the forest cabin. Tommy was originally going to be, I want to say his sprite looked kind of like Mark. In the early version of the game that we saw the graveyard in, Tommy was actually the character that you were controlling in the picture, and Jason looked more like a paper cutout. Like, he was still purple and teal, but the way, like, the angle he was standing, my first thought was, oh, that's paper Jason. And I don't really know why. Seven. 7. Oh, was trying to stop the lag there. Didn't work again. No. I was a little bit early on the pressing right. Still 144 in game. That's not terrible. That's acceptable. Hey Giants, welcome in. Thanks for the good luck. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. This is the wrong way. That was day 1. Go, go, go. Uh-oh. Did I get there quick enough? Come on. Good, got him. Yeah, I was considering just going for it, but I was like, no, I gotta at least take one night to do this. My first run was a sub 3. And that's the only 3 cycle on both days I've had was the first one. But he hasn't bolted. I haven't had to go to the lake yet. I almost had to go to the lake once, but 10, beautiful. All right, that is 7. Hey, Retro Reviews, welcome in. Thanks and a happy Tuesday. Well, there is the 2017 game. If you look for Friday the 13th Resurrected, you can play it again. Yeah, my goal here is mainly just to not have Jason Bolt. Oh, and we might have another runner. Join us, Stephen Q Beats. He was checking out what you had posted in the Discord. He actually just had a PB in this a couple days ago. Yeah, unfortunately it's PC only. But it sounds like, it's with the modding community, so hopefully they've taken out all the really bad exploits. I was watching Penguin Swarm play it a couple days ago, and I got it. I went into the menus and everything and was just kind of poking around. I was like, oh geez, did I miss this? And I think when he was playing it, it was the middle of the day, and it said there were 300 people playing, which is pretty good considering it's like a PC mod. And they also add Tina Shepard was a character. There was one other person you could pick between Tommy and KM from Jason X as far as who can come in to kill Jason. I think they called him the Hunter, and you could have like set emotes for them and everything. Is there a sign-up, Giants, for the kill event? There we go. 146, pretty consistent around 145 to 150. Oh wait, I'm sitting there, how many cycles was that? Like, that's just day one. Jason, you gotta stop that. He's just not cooperating with his approach. You want him to run at you and then back off? Oh, thanks, Giants. I'm actually gonna open that link in a new window so I can fill that out later. Yeah, Giants is the one that made the spreadsheet, and I think this knockout was kind of your idea too, wasn't it, Giants? Not knockout, the kill event for this Friday. Crap, that was a 4 cycle. I hope that's a 4 cycle. Nope, we're good. We're good. All right, we got a 3 cycle. Number 8. Oh, okay, I already filled that out. Oh, okay. Yeah, Tomcab, if you want to watch like high-level speedrunning for this, PGH Guitar Guy and Tomcabs are the two you want to go to. They are so consistent. Like, I feel like PGH could take a full year off of this game, come back, and still just have that perfect rhythmic mash. I'm guessing Tom could probably do the same thing. He picks up games so quickly. Oh, yeah, thanks for getting them to restream that. Like, it's so much fun to... Like, I have no idea how much interest this game gets outside of the community, like, our little community. But just having that platform to hopefully, like, people see it like, oh, this looks like a pretty fun run. Because, I mean, the run itself isn't that difficult to learn. I think PGH's guide for it is only like 20 minutes. It's one of those things that it's not that difficult to... Well, the hardest part is, to me at least, it was always day 2. Trying to consistently get that 3 cycle. And I mean, you can force a 3 cycle, but that's... can be a little dangerous too. Yeah, the game itself, it's known for being so difficult, but the speedrun itself isn't that... it's... I mean, yeah, it can be challenging, but it's not as brutal as just playing the game normally. Everything's on a set route. Hey Gordon, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. We are doing, race percent practice for the Friday the 13th community kill event on the BestOfNES Twitch channel this Friday. Not sure if you have a Twitch account, but if you go there and follow BestOfNES, we'll be going live around, I believe, 7:30 Eastern Time Friday. And just a group of us in the community will all be playing the game together. Well, not together, but playing the game and tallying all our kills, trying to kill Jason a total of 169 times during the event. And Giants made this awesome spreadsheet that every time we kill Jason, we avenge one of his victims. It's gonna be a blast. I'm surprising, like, for a while, I had no interest. Wait. That was the forest. Oh, good. Caught up to him. I almost went the wrong way. Got him. So that is number 9. Yeah, the channel is just... let me grab a link to that here quick. Where is my Twitch? Oh, the keyboard is down here, so I can keep track of that. But yeah, if you have an account, go to this link. And for people on Twitch, just so you have something easy to click, go follow them, and then you'll know when they're live. And you can hop on. There's a... you said it sounded like Apollo was going to set up a restream. I know for the knockout tournament, he was like rotating between 6 different people, and I have no idea how he kept doing things that quickly. I mean, granted, they do, for the Big 20, there's so much switching and everything like that, so that's probably second nature to him. I don't want that key. We'll take this one. Like, I don't know how he does things that quickly. B52 for the next Big 20. Putting it out there. Now that the God Run's done, maybe I'll have time to actually give B52 a shot. There's so many games I wanted to... well, I still want to do. Well, if they post another, like, there was that thing where it's you could suggest games or something, I'll definitely put B52 on that. Oh, that was probably a dumb move. Should not have hit him that many times. Uh-oh. Yeah, we went a little bit too crazy on Jason here. Alright, so we killed him with Mark. Let's see what we do here. Mark, Chrissy is here. And this is going to be really weird on day 2, but... Okay, he goes in that cabin. And we can chill right here. That wasn't so bad. But how does that change day 3? That was a 4 cycle. Is he still going to be in roughly the same spot? No. Oh, yeah, maybe? Come on. Catch him again. Well, thank you so much for the 301 retro reviews. Much appreciated. Oh, he got to the lake. Enjoy the Crispin Glover dance? Friday 3, I still think Chris is one of the best final girls ever. And I still like to think she was based off of this Chrissy. This Chrissy was based off of Chris Higgins too, but really, in reality, it was probably just a name that was 6 letters or less. So we had our first trip to the lake, but still managed to salvage it. That wasn't bad. Wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. Yeah, I know I've had that happen before, and I got completely lost because I didn't know like exactly where he was going to show up, and I was confused as far as where he was going. But this time after all the like stalking him I did with the God Run, I was like, oh yeah, I just have to go wait right here and make sure I'm on the right side of the screen so I can get a second battle and we'll be fine. I feel like my knowledge about this game increased exponentially, like about that little tiny stuff about path encounters and little manipulations you can do for various things. It went up so much. Wow, left the cabin at under a minute. Excellent. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, Steven. We had a blast when we did it last year. Hey Zark, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. Alright, got rid of the lag. Thanks for the good luck. Yeah, it's one of those things like it can take a little bit to get used to everything again. But once you do it, hopefully it'll stay fresh. Yeah, I don't remember what I all had to do to sign up for Twitch. That was a 10. Good start. Alright. Didn't get the hug. This should be a 3 cycle. Got him. Hey Chris, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. Oh, not a problem. I think I might be joining you on comms too, so if you can always if that's something that someone asks something, you can just bounce that off. Always happy to share the knowledge. I could talk about this game for hours. Oh, there he is. Oh, that was the wrong place to turn. See, like, even that, I've done this run probably 1,000 times, and I still forget little things like that. Like, that would have been a great run. That could have been like a 2:54 in-game timer. And then day 3, I just kind of spiraled a little bit there, but that's okay. Yeah, I kind of had to, with the parody accounts I used to, well, I had those for like 5 years. We had to learn all the ins and outs about various things about the movies. And I watch Crystal Lake Memories for fun. It's like a 7-hour documentary about the making of each Friday the 13th movie. And it's so well done. You just beat him on day 1, 2, and 3. This is the race percent ROM. There's 256 RNG seeds in the game, and race percent just gives you the one that you need for the speed run. Yeah, I'm kind of obsessed with this game, just a little bit. Yeah, I think it'll be a lot. You were awesome for, did you do Drunk Fu 2? And the Big 20? I know I heard. Okay, it was both. I was like, I know it was. I was pretty sure it was both, but maybe it was just one because the Big 20 was a while ago, and I have the memory of a goldfish. Oh, holy crap! Thank you so much for the sub, Giants. Enjoy your badge. Enjoy the emotes. Enjoy the ad-free viewing. Most of the emotes are related to Laura's corpse. But they're Chrissy, Jason, and Mark, they're dancing because Laura's dead. Got him. Yeah, any percent is just, it's brutal. Getting race percent was a godsend. It gave us a way to, it made the game a lot more accessible. Because there were so many people that they didn't want to run this game because they didn't want to deal with the resets. But then we have a lot of people that run race percent, but not any percent, and I don't blame people for that at all. Because the resets are, I mean, there were nights where I'd be doing this for 2.5 hours, and I'd get 2 runs in. One of them would, well, 2 full runs. Plenty of empty cabins and Laura's and stuff like that, but like you could go 2.5 hours and you're only getting 2 legitimate shots at a PB. That was a 9, good start. This is going to be a 4 cycle. And we'll catch him right over here. There we go, number 12. Yeah, you'll get that, Steven. Once you start getting the big save when you start getting around the 3-minute mark is the menuing. Like, especially the quick swap. If you can get the quick swap down where you're switching from Mark to Chrissy, that saves almost a full second when you do it really well. Oh, you're doing low percent? I would love to have someone else on the board there. I still think I probably will go back to that, and I think I can maybe get it down to like 14.5 minutes maybe. And I like the fact that seed is, the low percent seed is, I mean, there's probably a better one out there, but the one I use is the most common seed in the entire game. I think Jason he just wants to have a little chat. He's a dental enthusiast. He cares about the well-being of people's teeth. That's why he carries that giant toothbrush. Where is my key? Yeah, the biggest thing about this run is if you have it's because if you overmash, that's gonna kill your time. But if you can get that nice, consistent, rhythmic mash, that's what sets the likes of like PGH and Tom Cabs apart from everyone, is their mash. Well, I've probably got well over 1,000 hours logged on this game. Whoops. You know what? We're not resetting. Is there anyone else closer? We're not resetting. I don't want to do any resets if this happens during the tournament. What's the word I'm looking for? Words. The community kill event. Wait, I gotta go back this way. Yeah. Oh, that must be Paul again. That's fine, we'll catch up. Got all the time in the world. I'll leave that. I can try to get things set up for that. I think crowd control for this would be a blast. You know, I think it's something like for a lot, like I know most people haven't obsessed about learning as much about this game as I have. So like downgrading someone that's not expecting it to the rocks might like really annoy some people, but for me I'm like, oh great, that just means, because I love doing stone only fights. Yeah, I think 1,000 hours seems about right. Because there was, I mean, I spent 3 weeks alone. Actually, it might be quite a bit more than because I spent 3 weeks alone just grinding out how to do hitless path fights. Then there's all the, like, it was probably at least 50 hours of stream alone just doing the God Run. We're just gonna take a Jason fight in the cabin here. Get started on that. Yeah, if you got any questions about how, about things to do to avoid Jason on those path fights, definitely let me know. I'll answer whatever I can. We're gonna take another empty cabin fight here. I prefer to use Chrissy. But Mark and Chrissy are the only two that can do hitless path fights. I mean, I have done one before with Paul, I think it was, but it's not something I know how to manipulate, or if Jason's in the wrong pattern, I think you're just kind of screwed there. Oh, caught up to him. Alright, a 4.5 minute day one. But like Laura, as the speedrun community, we hate Laura. She is bad. She has a terrible throwing arm. If you get the Laura seed, you're losing a ton of time. Well, about 4 seconds, but 4 seconds in a 3 minute speedrun is an eternity. We like Paul, because if Paul shows up in the bottom middle cabin, you have the good seed. I mean, Popcorn Cannon loves Debbie, so I didn't care for Debbie beforehand, but Popcorn's good people, so We approve of Debbie for him, and then George is just kind of there with his stupid grin. My avatar is actually an edited George sprite. Yeah, the Laura seed is just absolute trash. And it always shows up when you're on, like, the run of your life. Like, you're leaving the torch cabin at 57 seconds. Like, this is great, and then you see Laura's ugly mug. This is day 3, isn't it? Normally I do double dodges, but since we're going for speed, you have a 4-frame window right when Jason stops in front of you to do this dodge, otherwise you get smacked. I'd like to throw rocks at Laura. That's what we have in the community hack, is you're fighting giant Laura instead of Jason. It's beautiful. Except for the sprite. The sprite is absolutely cursed. Come back here. Alright, George, we're kicking you out. Oh, there's another update? I have the one where Laura was put in. That was close. So there we go. It was run number 13, Friday the 13th. Oh, is there a, were you okay with me trying to find a place to upload that somewhere? I had someone on YouTube ask if there was a place they could play that. Yeah, the community hack is great. Oh, okay. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Thanks for the GGs, Steven. So yeah, I can reply to their post with the link then. Or like wherever they can find it. Thanks for the GG's retro reviews, Chris. I know they'd said something about Mediafire, but I was wondering if maybe SRC would, because we have the race ROM on SRC. Otherwise, there's like, yeah, I don't know like the legality of putting that places. But I think it's awesome that like other people want to play the community hack. It's like I always kind of just assumed it'd be something for that only had interest from people that were like that knew all the runners and everything like that. So that was okay. We're at 13, and I haven't been doing this for an hour yet. And there's that last run was horrendous. But if I can average like 13, 14 an hour. Go, 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 and under a minute. I mean, it's probably still, I think it's probably about a minute and a second and a half or so. Faster, I mean, slower than what the in-game timer says. But still. 1, 2, 7. 7. 7. Oh, lag. Bad. Very nice quick swap. $142. That might be my fastest day 1 so far today. Let's have a nice Jason here on day 2. Charge, don't stop. Okay, let's see if this works. I tried to force and it did. Forced a 3 cycle. That would not have been a 3, but it's dangerous to force the 3 cycle. You can see 2 bars of health left. But if you know that if you can get him to 6 hits and just wait till he starts throwing, and if he's stuck in that throwing animation, you can hit him an extra 2-3 times and get that to the combined total of 18 to guarantee the 3 cycle. If you have 18 hits combined between the first 2, you'll get that 3 cycle. I think this should be it. No! Still got it under 3. I'll take it. I was 1 hit shy. It's amazing how quickly things fell apart there when I jumped into that knife and downgraded it. Let's see, yeah, about an hour, so that's 55 minutes. Let's see if I can get one more by an hour 5. If I can get another one within the next 5 minutes of real time, that'll be an average, that'll be roughly 15 an hour. Which would be a really nice goal to have. The in-game timer for... It's by the time you're done with the run, if you don't do any extra screen transitions or anything, it's about 4.5 seconds off. It's the in-game timer will be about 4.5 seconds faster than real time. Because the in-game timer won't run when you're doing a screen transition, and each screen transition is about 6 frames. So it's like it stops doing it when it's loading a new screen. Unfortunately, the pitchfork and the sweater are not available in this. In order to make the in-game timer, Rossi had to block off. He basically took everything in the cave out in order to have the memory to make the in-game timer. So the cave is completely blocked off. Like there's no door to it, and you can't go in it or anything. How he did that, I have no idea. But Laura broke the cave, basically. Alright, no lag that time. No, you gotta go down first, Chrissy. Alright, 143, not bad. But if we do want to do like a Pamela power-ups or something like that, I can just pop in my normal cart and it'd be a much slower run, because the Pamela power-up speedrun seed is incredibly rare. I think it might be a 1 in 256. Like, I don't think that one repeats anywhere. Just based off how long it took to find it. Oh, had a first death. We can still do this. Oh, Mark is here. Pamela power-ups is not... I mean, you don't really need to learn a specific seed. All you need to learn is how to do her fights. And if you want to learn the Pamela fights, I've actually got a guide on YouTube that breaks down more than you could ever possibly want to know about how the Pamela fights work. It's absolutely, like, I took a spreadsheet and I timed how long it takes for, like, each individual dive she does and everything like that. But they're really the only things you need to remember are, for day 2, she'll do a double dive after the third, oh geez, I went the wrong way for this key. We're gonna go back here. After the third time she dives, she'll do it'll be like the first dive, second dive, and then the third time she'll do it twice. And then after that, by the time you'll have hit her more than enough times to get the sweater by the time she does a second double dive. Hey Fariel, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. Yeah, I go into way too much detail in my guides for this game. But on day 3, all you really need to remember is 2, 3, 2, 1. I mean, there's different delays between her dives, but she'll do 2 dives, 3 dives, 2 dives, 1 dive, and then repeat again 2, 3, 2, 1 until she's dead. So if you just remember 2, 3, 2, 1, you'll know exactly how many times she's gonna dive, and you can kind of stay out of her way. I usually try to get really cute and get close enough to her where she'll go straight up after the fact. Alright, so we got another torch. Now, where's Mark? He probably moved by now. Oh no, he didn't. Wow. Okay, so now Jason's going to the cave. I'm gonna jump and grab another knife. Alright, so we can wait right here for Jason. Gotta be careful, there is a knife spawn in this section. I was gonna say, where is he? That was still day 1? No, that was day 2. Let's say, why is Mark's health bar full? Okay, so he's gonna hit Noodles. No, he's not. Hey, Helena. They also have set patterns for their movement. It's kind of like a little route that if the cabin's open, they'll move to the next cabin in the row. And during the day, every day and dusk, every 90 seconds that you're on the overworld map, like the timer stops when you're in a cabin, but it's every 90 seconds during the day and dusk, and every 150 seconds at night. And like the time keeps running if you're in a fight with Jason. So like when I was doing god runs and stuff like that, if I went through path fights too quickly, I might run into a counselor earlier because he hadn't moved yet. Oh, there we go. That was well over 5 minutes. Did not get that 15 an hour. See, I think I'll go for... Well, I was gonna say 25, but my OCD demands that I end on an even number. I can't end on odd numbers because the song One by Three Dog Night completely ruined me as a kid. Because they said, when they said 1 is the loneliest number, I was like, well, if it's an odd number, then there's always 1 left out, so it has to be in pairs so no one's alone. So I have to do everything in even numbers. So I'll end on an even number, thinking maybe 24, but we'll see how that goes. If I get to 24 quick, maybe we'll go to like 26, 28. Big jump. Like if something like that happens during the kill event, that's just gonna be hilarious. Because then you get to show more, like you get to showcase more of the game. People don't just get to see the forest route, they get to go up by the cave. What's up, Zelda? That's another thing PGH and Tom do really well, is that in-cabin menuing, like menuing from Mark to George. Oh, I thought that was a perfect lag reduction. There, that one worked. Try killing Chrissy one more time? And it is interesting to have to kind of do that failsafe. I thought I might be able to kill him quick enough. Clearly I didn't. If I get low, I should just start trying to do hitless. Okay, that was 10, but I took a hug. Okay, I was gonna say, still got one more hit there. So I was fine. That was fine. Ooh, this is decent. Go, Chrissy, go. That was a 3 cycle. Yes, it was a 3 cycle. Well, you can tell based on where he pops up, too. That was 17. It's going to depend on whether or not he runs. He actually did do the right approach there. You want him to charge at you and back off and throw the axe, but my mash was not at the right. I didn't have the right rhythm on my mash, so he ran off. If the rhythm was right and I hit him properly, he would have got down below that 7 bars when he was stuck in a throwing animation, and then the game wouldn't have let him run off. He would have stayed. Yeah, Jason really enjoys Chrissy. He's a big Chrissy fan. And then us, we enjoy this.
Kill her, Mommy. Kill her.
Yeah, for day 3 fights, like day 2 path fights are, to me at least, the most difficult ones. Because of how Jason, he can change his speeds, and day 3, his speed is so consistent. Hey Dimension X, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. We are doing practice for the Friday the 13th community event on the BestOfNES Twitch channel this Friday starting around 7:30 Eastern. A group of us in the community are all going to combine our talents and try to beat Jason 169 times total between everyone running. Might pop a couple 3-packs in there. It'll be a good time. Yeah, save states they are so useful. Why am I running through everything? I mean, that's how I got the practice to do stuff like low percent and God runs, is very aggressive save state practice. Why'd I do that? You don't 9, that was bad. Okay, we're gonna stop at 7. Barely squeaked by there. One more hit and he would have fought to the death, and we would have had another mark run. There we go. It does kind of look like the Crystal Lake map does kind of get Hyrule vibes. Ooh, that's a 10. That's a good start. A 10, 18. That's this guaranteed 3 cycle. Stupid zombie. That was so good too, and then the zombie ruined it. It's not really. It's a community, like it's a teamwork thing. I don't know if there's gonna be something for best time, but if PGH runs, it's basically the best time would be either PGH Guitar Guy or Tom Cabs. They're kind of like on another tier. That's 17. Oh, That was close. For some, I actually had a really, really good mash on that last fight. I have a link to the past in the thumbnail? Oh, I never changed it. Where is it? Wow, I didn't do any of the YouTube stuff for... How did I even get this? Oh, all I did was change the title. Whoops. Save. There we go. Sorry about that. I was like, what? I was so confused, and then I looked at that, I'm like, oh, yeah, I didn't actually put in a thumbnail for this. Whoops. I didn't know it defaulted to the other one. I thought it would just show like a still of the screen or something. Oh, that is true. Well, I guess having the God Run knowledge did help for one of the runs earlier. And like, I won't have to reset as much as most people might. Like, if Jason runs off on day 2, most people will just reset. But I'll just run out to the lake because that's something I practiced. Like, when you're learning the speedrun for this, you generally don't bother with that. You just, if Jason runs off, you reset. I know PGH can do the, he can do the long dodge. So he will run out and he'll run out to the cabin and everything like that. But yeah, I think most people they'll just reset. We actually timed it out when we were new to doing races and everything. I wanted to know if it was better off if Jason ran on day 2 if I just reset or if I followed him out to the lake, and it was still about a minute faster just to follow him out to the lake. Because then you don't have to redo day 1 and most of day 2. 7. We're not gonna hit him a bunch of times with Mark. But that was terrible, too much lag. That's better, that's what you want to... If you jump away from him a little bit, and then move forward, I'm still not sure on the specifics of how you need to time that. But if you do that right, you won't get any of that lag when he's running around the screen. Which is very nice. And that's not something that's really gonna matter in most cases. It's like 1/10 of a second. It's 8. 8. Okay, so we got a 4 cycle at best here. We're just gonna do 7 and follow. Because if you do 7 and follow, you can just... The key at that point, if you've got a 4 cycle, you want to make sure he doesn't run off. So if you know you're going to get the 4 cycle, just count to 7 and go. Don't try to get in that extra hit as he runs off, because you don't have a very big window to follow him at that point. After the first battle on day 2, he's really chugging along. What was that? I overmashed. 8. 9. Don't like the health situation here, but... Okay, that was fine. Yeah, if I took the death there, we just get the torch with someone else again and go. Oh, the zombie was off the screen. Rude. I would would like to get at least one more sub 3 on the in-game timer tonight. Why did I go back to grab the knife and then I missed the key? What was that? That was ridiculous. Could have a decent torch time here. Oh, 102. Not great. Really good transition there. Whoops. Terrible. Absolutely horrible. Still good menuing there. Fortunately, that 146 is not what I want to see for the end of a day. Well, the end of day 1. I'd love to see that for end of day 2 or 3, but that's just not possible. Bad zombie. 9. 8, I think. Got him. 220, that's not terrible. Still a 4 cycle, but... Wait, that was a 4 cycle, wasn't it? Well, I guess we'll find out based on where Jason shows up. I think he should be right after this path. Yep, it was a 4 cycle. 9. Hey Kyoto, welcome in. Thanks for the jump scare. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. Got him. Alright, 303, that's not bad. That was really it's really hard to time that. Based on when Jason's running in and everything. Thanks for the GGs. Not sure if you heard, we have a, if you're following BestOfNES on Twitch, there's a community Friday the 13th kill event happening on the 13th starting around 7:30 Eastern Time. Just BestOfNES, NES. A bunch of us in the community will be playing this together, and we're tallying up all of our kills, trying to avenge each one of Jason's victims. So we'll be doing 169 community kills. So that's what I'm derusting for here. I think I'm gonna go to 24 for the night. That way I can still hopefully get to bed at a... That's not the way to go to get the torch. Get to bed at a reasonable hour. I've still been... Like, I wake up at 4:30, but... Lorelei would always wake me up at about 4, because she'd get up and go to the bathroom, and then she'd want to come back under the covers. And I'm still just... that happens so many nights in a row that I'm still naturally waking up at 4. And at that point, it's like I've slept enough that, well, usually slept enough where I can't get back to sleep anyway. Ooh, that's a nice day 1. If I get under hour 45 in-game timer, I'm very happy with that. Not very happy with that menuing, though. Don't know what I was doing there. That's not a good start. We got 16, definitely a 4 cycle. Oh, thanks, Giants. And thanks for the sub. We'll talk to you probably again before the... Oh, and thank you so much for the Gigantify. Seeing Giant Laura burn herself is one of the best things in the world. Yeah, I'll probably talk to you again leading up to Friday. I'm very proud of that emote. I mean, that's the whole reason I learned basic animation, was to do stuff like that. 8, got him. Nine. Okay, 302, I'll take that. So it looks like about 4 more runs here tonight. I think there's... Was there 2 or 3? I think there were 3 that would have been classified as disaster runs. There was the one where I grabbed... let's see. There's the one where Chrissy died. There was the one where I got the... I downgraded my torch. And I think there was a 3rd one. If I watch any... My favorite Friday movie is 6. 6, 2, and 3 are my favorites. But I feel like I'd probably end up watching 2. Not really sure why. I mean, I am a very big fan of Ginny. Ginny's probably my 2nd favorite final girl after the one and only Nancy Thompson. That's awesome that you actually get to enjoy the day. Especially if it's something like you're normally busy on Fridays, but on the best Friday, when it's the 13th, you get to hang out and do what you want. 7. 7. And 7. Really good day 1. I never thought about trying that in black and white. I do like black and white pictures, so that could be really interesting. A Demon is part 5, and Julius getting his head punched off is 8. Okay, gotta stay on him. We don't want him to bolt. He hasn't bolted yet. Like, I mean, I've had to go do the world tour because I screwed up, but he hasn't bolted on me. That was a 4 cycle, yes. 8. Well, that's fine. Got more than enough health to finish this off. There we go, 21. At 6 is Tom McLaughlin, I believe. I like 4. It's I like 6, 2, and 3 more. Like, I like pretty much all of the Friday movies. It's not like Halloween where I only really like 3 of them. Well, 4 of them. And the rest of them I think are kind of mid at best. I think that's the term. We're gonna keep doing this. Like, the only Friday movie I'm not a fan of. Well, I don't enjoy Jason Goes to Hell outside of the start with Agent Marcus. I thought that was where they baited Jason. I thought that was great. But the rest of it did nothing for me. And I wasn't a big fan of 8. Like, I think if 5 was on TV, I'd definitely watch it. But I'd put that on the lower end for me personally. But like if other people like it, that's great. Like what you like. I'm definitely not one to criticize people for liking something that I don't, because I like this game and most people hate it, so... I'm really glad that that screen transition, or that Jason running away blocked that torch, because I might have been stuck with another Mark kill again. Four definitely had some great kills. My favorite kills were definitely in Jason X, Adrian the dry ice kill, and Janessa getting sucked out of the grate. Tina it was so much fun to have, for Jason to have someone that was actually on his level. And in Friday the 13th Resurrected, Tina Shepard is actually a playable character. Wow, that was really close. He was just about to knock my head off. But if I'd probably still be primarily being Tiffany or maybe Chad if I feel, why am I going this way? Tiffany or Chad if I feel like trying to go, I'm guessing I'd still just do Tiffany. I'm not gonna do the Chad stuff if I'm playing with people I don't know. Wait, this way. Where am I? Okay, okay. Got him. That almost went off the rails really bad. That was so close to being horrible. Thanks for the GGs, Chris. My favorite horror movie overall is actually Halloween 4. Halloween 4 is my favorite, and then 1 and 2. I liked H2O as well, but none of the other ones, like Halloween 5 is just absolutely terrible. And even with all the things like them screwing up the Myers house, one simple decision by Dominique could have made that movie worth it, and that was switching Rachel and Tina's deaths. Rachel deserved a lot better than she got in that, and if she would have died saving Jamie at the end, I think 5 would have been something I'd keep watching, but you're expected to start rooting for this Tina character, you have no idea, and just trust that, oh, she's got this relationship with Jamie. No. Hatchet was great. Welcome in, Ninja Guy. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. Happy almost Friday the 13th. Seven. Yeah, oh, it's way back there, and it's all full of dust. I'll have to dust that. I've got a signed movie poster by Ellie Cornell, Danielle Harris, Al Howarth, I think, if I don't know how to pronounce the name, the composer, and Tom Morga. That's in like a big glass case, but it's sitting up there, and it's very dusty. Is this? Yeah, this is day. I had to look at the timer to figure out what day I was on. 10, beautiful. We're just gonna get 8 and run after him. Man, that was really good until the zombie got in the way there. Part 6, just like the whole Man in Black thing they did with at the end of Halloween 5, they had no idea where it was going. They're just like, oh, we'll figure this out later. Oh, Hatchet was filmed by you? And it's got Danielle Harris. Well, Danielle Harris started in the second one, but Kane Hodder, you can't go wrong with them. Oh boy. Still got a sub 3 on the in-game timer. That's not 223, that's 23. Alright. Probably the last one of the night. We'll still be able to get a decent amount of sleep, hopefully. Really nice zombie spawn there, and a good knife. Let's go. I should rewatch Hatchet. It's been a couple years since I watched through those. Oh, got the key and no zombie. Yeah, like the Halloween movies, the ones that I like are just, I think they're all really, like, better than most, like, horror movies in any other franchise, but the other ones just bring it down. Like, Halloween Ends, what was that? Halloween 6, Resurrection. And the lows are so low, at least to me. Again, if you like those movies, that's awesome. Like what you like, unless it's Laura. We don't like Laura. And go. There we go, 142, that's nice. Alright, let's close this out strong. Got him with a 10. Shouldn't have done that 8. Oh good, caught up to him. You have to be really careful at that little section, because if you're not right on his tail, he is going to run away. So the fact that I hit him in the back with that 8th one, to guarantee, it wouldn't have been a 4 cycle, it wouldn't have been a 3, well, maybe it could have been a 3 cycle if I manipulated it, but that's so risky. Good, this is the perfect zombie, it follows you. Alright, we got a 3 cycle coming up. By far the best run of the night, too. That is a legitimate sub 3. That was like a 259 in real time. What a way to close it out. That was awesome. Feeling good, feeling good. The derusting went well. Thanks for the GG's, Kyoto, Chris. Yeah, like, how the whole thing with Lori and like being so paranoid and everything in 2018 makes absolutely no sense to me. Like, if they had kept Halloween 2 in and he had followed her to the hospital and tried to kill her again, I completely get her being that paranoid. But 40 years ago, he killed a couple of her friends and attacked her and then paid her no, like, she had no reason to believe he was coming back after her. And that just, I mean, the ending of 2018 was, I thought that should have been the ending of the entire David Gordon Green trilogy. With Michael on fire in the basement, that was awesome. Unfortunately, the rest of it, not so much. Thanks to the GG's Dimension X Retro Reviews. But yeah, I think I will call it here for tonight. This is definitely glad to get back to this, get a little bit of derusting in. For those of you that haven't heard, there is, if you're, let me post the link again here, I think I've got it. Here is the link for Best of NES on Twitch. And at about 7:30 Eastern Time Friday night, Best of NES will be going live for a community kill event for this game. Those of us, like everyone playing, we're going to try to combine together and kill Jason 169 times, one for each one of his victims in the movies. So it's going to be a huge group of us all doing this together. Looking for Giants made this awesome spreadsheet to keep track of the kills and everything like that. So we're going to be doing that. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I believe I'll be doing commentary with Sarkanis for this, and I'll also be running. Not sure if Zark's going to run too, but it's going to be a great time. So if you're not doing anything Friday night, definitely stop by there, follow Best of NES and stop by and hang out. It's going to be a great time. Yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Thanks for hanging out, and we will hopefully see you on Friday. We'll not be here tomorrow or Wednesday or Thursday. There's cheer and dance stuff, but I'm hoping Saturday and or Sunday we'll be able to be around for something. But definitely Friday. I probably won't be having like alerts or anything like that on for chat, because I'll be doing commentary and I'll probably be might be on the restream at some point. Yeah, they had no idea Friday was going to be that big when it was made. It's so much fun. Such a great movie. I think it all started because they had the movie they did before that was The Last House on the Left, and all they had was the name Friday the 13th. And it just spawned into something so big. Yeah, thanks again, everyone, and we will hopefully see you next time. And for those of you on Twitch, we're dropping the raid over to